Welcome to Monmouth in Focus. I'm Commissioner Director Tom Arnone. Today we're here to talk about the functions of Monmouth County, and one of the very big special long-standing projects that we had going on was our reclamation center here. And it was an endeavor that we took with a lot of moving parts. And it's a credit to the individual that I'm going to be talking to, Jeff Persily, that took it on head on. And it was not an easy project. Jeff, welcome.
Thank you very much, Director.
So as we know, we've worked together a long time on this project here, and with you doing the actual groundwork there, but there was a lot of moving parts of it, and first we had to find a partner.
That's correct.
And want to talk a little bit about our partner?
Sure. Our partner is Waste Management of New Jersey, which is a subsidiary of Waste Management, the largest waste company in America and probably in the world. They're a phenomenal partner. They've been on the job for the past month, but we brought them on through a competitive process, and they are responsible for fixing the landfill, operating it, maintaining several of the operations there, not only the landfill, but the leachate treatment plant, the gas collection system, all of the intricacies that go into the landfill operation.
So as myself and the rest of the commissioners, we had to make a decision here that this is the avenue we wanted to go. But there was many things that had to be achieved first and foremost. Obviously, our employee base. Second was quality of life for the residents there in Tinton Falls. And thirdly, the financial responsibilities that would come from it. So I know we have terms of agreement. It's a long-standing relationship. A little bit about that.
Sure.
And their responsibilities?
So the agreement is basically a 5-year term with one 5-year extension. The only reason for having that limited amount of time, which 10 years is still a significant period, was because the expansion plan for the landfill has not been approved yet by the Department of Environmental Protection. But we anticipate that approval will be coming within the next year or so, and we anticipate that once that's in place, that we will renegotiate the agreement and extend the contract with Waste Management, depending on their performance.
So even though we made this agreement, a lot of people have the misconception that we sold it, we did not sell it. No. And maybe we want to talk about, because we still have some responsibilities there.
Yes. We've got responsibilities for the permitting and for all of the inspections, those kinds of issues, mostly paper issues. But it is our landfill and it is our property, and we are the permit holder for the operation. So anything that Waste Management is the operator.
Almost like a management company.
Exactly.
So I've been a big proponent since 2011 when I came on board that government does things very well, and they should continue to do. And then there's certain things that maybe it's best for the private world to do. We've done that with our bridges. We've done that with the help of you with our care centers, and now this here. And but we did have something that was very delicate, and that was the 65 employee-based workers that we had there. And I will say, along with you and our administrator, Terry O'Connor, we went there regularly to assure them that they would be safe through this transition. And I'll talk a little bit about, because I'm extremely happy to talk about this and thankful to our employee base, but I think it all worked out okay.
It worked out very well, and much to the surprise of a lot of people, anyone who wanted to continue their employment with Monmouth County ended up in a position in Monmouth County.
How many of those employees were there?
There were 66 employees.
Okay.
We had 3 retirements, and the rest of and one individual took a job with Waste Management. So the remaining 62 all received employment opportunities and took them.
So that's great. And what we did is we pre-planned over the course of the years, knowing that this potentially could be coming. So we saved some spots in certain areas that filled. And the funny thing is, it's so funny. I had an individual come to me and say, on the Friday, the last day, come to me and say, Monday's going to be a good day. He goes, I've been working here, it was somewhere around 15, 20 years, and I've been getting up, coming to the landfill, which he greatly appreciated, to have a job and working for the county. He said, but this Monday, I'm waking up and going over to the park system to work. And I have to believe it's a little bit of a better place to work. There, the beautiful park system that we have, or our reclamation center. But so then it became the quality of life in Tinton Falls. There's no secret. We had issues there that quite frankly, we did not stick our head in the sand there. We addressed them. We met with the public. You, myself, Terry O'Connor again, met with the public, and we dove in and tried to fix it. And that's probably one of the big initiatives why we went forward, knowing that they could do it better. So those were two of the initiatives that we had to get passed. And then lastly was the financial impact. And so maybe you could talk a little bit about the financial impact.
Sure. We were confident that if we outsourced the operation of the facility to a company like Waste Management, that we would be in a position to save a significant amount of money. The initial savings was estimated, and it looks like it will hold up, of $4.1 million. Over a 5-year term, the first 5 years, we're anticipating a savings of over $17 million. And that will be exceeded by the different changes that they're making currently. So
That's great.
It's a very significant cost savings to the county.
So, Jeff, just in closing, and I know I've said this to you passing through our offices there. Listen, this was a tough initiative, and it was very difficult. But you hit it head on, and I know we worked. There's a lot of bumps in the roads, but we got through it. And at the end of the day, the employee base is better.
Correct.
Our taxpayers are better, and the quality of life will be better there in that Tinton Falls area. And I want to thank Waste Management for stepping up and being our partner, and I want to thank you. And most importantly, I want to thank all the staff from our reclamation center that works so very hard there. And I hope that your new career with the county works out terrific for you. And please, if you have any concerns, please feel free to give me a call and we could talk about it. I want to thank everybody. Jeff, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
And that's our show here on Monmouth in Focus, the show that talks a little bit about the functions of Monmouth County. Thank you and have a great day.